What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. I have a dream that one day Buyout won't be in the title of one of these gosh dang market watches. It's been a ton of keeping up with what's happening in the news, and there's been over 300 in the last month alone. It's been record-breaking. People keep bringing me buyouts I've already covered. I'm like, look, I know, I understand you missed it. It was 2 market watches ago or 5 market watches ago. People bringing me like ref panel and other things. Like, I know, I get it, but at least today we get to talk about one I'm interested in. So you see a little bit of a facelift, not a baby rage at this one. If I came back to vending, the Lost Art promos would be one of the first things I would have personally gone after, but I don't know that everybody chasing after these is prepared for the long-term haul that they're going in with. These are things you set aside and you keep, because Konami is pretty much guaranteed to not re-wave these. They've been great for OTS stores. They're basically free to the consumer to support the OTSs. I love the promotion in general, and also people do love being able to play their cards. There's Prismatic Secret Rare and Ultimate Rare in the OCG, but I do think there's true value to the Ankh for this. And it's not like you missed your opportunity here. I think these prices will go back down. These are cards that will take 5 to 6 buyouts to truly disappear and start to take longer to reappear on market. So anybody thinking they got like a huge major win going after these, there's gonna be some time for these to go back down. But you see the focus here with Exodia Loan's third listing being 100. Yeah, the left arm sure is special. And other really cool ones. Call of the Haunted got focused as well, going up to 20 earlier, but you already see it falling back towards 12. You're gonna have people with huge stacks of these that probably shouldn't have them, that were able to get them from OTSs who had them in the back. That's what happens with promotions like these when OTSs are handed big stacks. They're going to end up in places they probably shouldn't, or for sale in a way that they shouldn't end up for sale. So you're looking at a long time for these to truly run out, and even then, oh, some store closes their doors, 100 more is going to appear on market over here in the future. Do understand that with these, but I think it is a decent play by a lot of people to go after certain classics in the Lost Art promotion. A pointer of the Red Lotus. Remember when this was just a SEMO meme? I'm seeing this played in top rated and tournaments a whole lot more, especially in Eldritch, where you have all this free advantage in order to take care of them from being able to go in. And I think it's a pretty decent card, but at the same time, it's not like everyone's hopping on board with this, and it's still stuck at its 1 printing. How often do I say an OTS pack feels like it deserves a card? Well, either Battle's a Legend or OTS or something. Please just give this a freaking reprint. Bottomless Trap Hole is something that I told you guys I personally would think was greatly priced towards $70 to $90, and it is now bought off of market completely. This is one I stand by. I think it's a huge classic in Yu-Gi-Oh! When you go to other past formats, it makes it into multiple of them, and I don't really understand, because it used to be neck and neck with Book of Moon, and while Book is on another level, I didn't really understand this sitting lower than its market price from back in the day of like 90, where you could get these 70 near mint. So some people made, I think, a pretty smart investment there in the champion pack range. Apollosa Starlight Rare has me kind of screaming, however. This one is now one listing at 900, before it's 1200, before it goes into the stratosphere of meme listings. Look, I don't think that you guys should be listing it at the ridiculous prices. You're not going to make sales. You're making a statement maybe. And I don't know if people are pulling their listings or if they're actually making sales. But if you are buying these, please use my TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra and supporting the channel directly. I do get a direct % of the sales, so it would be nice on the big cards like these. Jokes aside, though, I think when it comes to the Starlight Rares, they're definitely dragging different parts of the market up with them. For example, the Ghost Rares, Any and Everything, is bubbling up a lot, and they're being compared to Starlights. Like, I think Ghosts are insane compared to Starlights. Well, the thing is, Starlights have 4 to 5 different copies per set, and they're 1 in 2 cases, meaning a specific one is on average 1 out of every 8 cases, where you're getting multiple of the Ghost Rare per case most likely, and I don't think it's a true comparable. You see the Unlims bought out, and the first Ed's bought out to almost $100 for things even like Clear Wing Synchro Dragon that sat at 20 to 30 for years. You see the market price is 30, and people sneezed at. They didn't even care about them. And now if it's a Ghost Rare, it has your own reflection, you're buying it, I guess. And I just don't think it's comparable, but because these are skyrocketing, people are trying to draw those lines. So if you're looking at Ghost Rares, I think they are going to continue to go up no matter what I say. People seem to be chasing after them in droves. Ooh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market put singles up on their site, and with code What'sGood5, I compared pretty much everything on the page. I think the only one they're not winning on is Dragon Maid. Like, all these cards, if you compare them to TCG Player right now, let's actually pull that up for you guys. I'm pretty sure they're just winning in price straight up versus a lot of them. I know live editing done cheap. So when we come down past here, you see Gearsu's at like almost 88, and you see a similar price, but you get 5% off. You can get free shipping at $20 as well. They're beating a lot of the market, and that's why they're selling out of some cards already despite pretty thick quantities. So check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Black Market, and they are still running sales on future products, and you can see some prices going up versus what they were. You gotta get in early to get the really, really good deals. So I think Toon Chaos, probably one of the best sets. Battles of Legend, people are eyeing it harder. Do go for products that you think you'll be going for sooner than later if you want that hookup price, but be aware, hey, singles are over here too now. Speaking of sealed, the Gold Sarks have only aged well, and something I noticed, Dark Ruler No More is pretty much a $10 market price now. Adamanticipators, it takes a lot to bust them up, and they have a resource game coming back with things like Block Dragon. I think Dark Ruler No More is an excellent card, and I've been playing it myself more whenever I'm playing unrated. I try not to bring my player brain to Market Watch, but I feel like Nibiru gets countered by Adamanticipators pretty hard, and then Eldritch, it's almost never a place where you get to use it, where Dark Ruler No More really is busting up boards lately. So that long conversation of which one's better, Nibiru seemed to be it at first, but format dependent as are with hand traps, Nibiru seems to be falling out of favor because it's getting negated and stopped so much, and now Dark Ruler No More seems to be stepping up. Crimson Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord, got a buyout. I didn't think I'd say that in 2020, but I didn't think I'd say a lot of things. When it comes to this card, there's a bit of hype because you have new cards out of Dual Overloads, the only thing I can think of, and the Secret Rare is the highest rarity version and does look nice. Big brain buyouts on the market. You're looking at 350. I need about 350 for my Crimson Nova Cubic Lords. Garden Rose Maiden's a card I told you guys was awesome for the art, and I've actually been asking my Discord why they think that this actually got bought out, and people are telling me that there's basically combos and cool things that go into VFD with the Fusion Trishula, and they do like Black Garden combos, and so this is seeing its place in the game, surprisingly enough, in like rogue fashions. Black Garden Secret Rare was bought out similarly, and another piece to this Coral Dragon, you go into this somewhere within there, the Secret Rares are up in price. Remember, it took forever for it to get its reprinting, and that's in the Legendary Hero decks, a $30 luck MSRP for a 30-40 cent card, so this is actually a pretty strong penny stock, although the Secret Rare looks just so much better. Look at that price gap, though. I would definitely consider getting your Ultra sooner than later. I mean, it's a decent Synchro tuner in general to have. And then Trishula also jumping up in price. I've seen different decks play this going into VFD, so I've seen people trying to make that leap and play. Your friendly neighborhood reminder that Battles of Legend has this as a reprint, and the EU will also have access, and the international market does tend to play its games, and this could be a rarity upgrade. Although jump promos do tend to hold some kind of decent value, highest rarity also can win out. It's some back and forth there. So I get that you think maybe the Shonen Jump's a decent investment. I don't disagree, but be aware that a comparable is coming out that will likely drag the Jump down in price as well versus the increases it's facing now. So it's not like, grab these, I'm gonna go play at locals. You know, just chill out a bit, pun on the Trishula being icy, and wait for your copies out of Battles of Legend. I think it'll be easy. Final note here. Dual Devastator has been rising in value a lot for its singles, but the sealed has stayed pretty cheap on TCG Player, and it's not always about use my code, do this. I try to bring you guys the best deals genuinely, and I see over on Walmart, $27.77, and it's the best deal that I've seen on Dual Dev on Market, hands down. Free shipping when you hit 35. So do check out Walmart. You might have yourself a deal there if you're looking for picking up Dual Dev. You were thinking about it because Ash, Called By, Cosmics, etc. Especially if you're just getting it back into the game. A lot of people are still making that transition after Master Rule 5 to getting back in the game. They keep asking, what set do I get? usually I say Dual Devastator has a ton of stuff. DD Crow, Cosmic Cyclone, Tikaboo Strike, just things you can use in general. How hyped did Dimensional Barrier just get a bit ago? Rip, mind control. But there's so many good cards in here, hands down. Still a great set to pick up, or you can go for the singles, but between 3 Ashes and 3 Called Bys, and then you're looking at the others, at 27 apiece, it's pretty good just to pick up this box and have it. Again, if you like the information I bring to you, I do have a Patreon, though. I'm always going to put your interests first, try to find the best deals for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sponsor or somebody that I make money off. I look around, and I continue to have your best interest at heart. That's why I only partner with sponsors who end up having that same interest in the community and bring something special, like how YBM right now has the best single prices when you use code What'sGood5. Thanks for watching, everybody. What did you think of today's Market Watch? Are you still thinking about Dual Devastator after all this time? Do you for some reason not have yours? Is it the Ash Blossom art? I don't blame you if it is. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation, and remember to bookmark that TCG player link for your boy when you're shopping.